so sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah, da, 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 dee, boo, boo, doo, 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 bee, bee, dee, 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 dee. It's Movie
Dun, dun, dun,
Madness.
dun, dun,
Na,
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 dun.
na, na, Selection Sunday. Na, 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 na. And for many of you, this is now on YouTube. We put this up on YouTube so you can see our beautiful faces, and you're also going to see the bracket on our beautiful heads as well. It's Selection Sunday. It's some last minute Oscar predictions before next week's are the Oscars. And we got the lovely, the beautiful. Who do we got on the other end here?
We have some beautiful sweaters and some beautiful bald heads. It is it's TC. It is our eighth
Seventh.
and seventh?
Yep. 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Seven.
Seven. Okay. Seventh annual March Movie Madness. Last year was one of my favorites with a buck and a half watches.
Mhm.
This year, the theme is, you already know, it's 2020s.
It is 26, which is appropriate because that's when we started it.
Yeah. So 2020s, all the movies of 2020s. We are not really doing the COVID year of 2020, mostly 2021 up until 2025. So,
But there is a reason. There's a reason why we're not doing the 2020s is because allegedly when it's like you look at the decades, it starts in the first year because like I don't know why. I actually don't. I just read that somewhere and all the movies in the 2020 stink or not stink, but there's just better options. So, sorry Soul, like and Sound of Metal, like, three movies that would probably just aren't going to be here. Sorry.
yeah.
Maybe if
Yeah.
we do
All
2010s,
good.
you'll be on there.
One day we'll do 2010s. Maybe we do that next year. Maybe that's next year's bracket. But I'm stoked because 2020s, a lot of people have seen these movies. I've seen a lot of these movies. There's a handful I haven't seen, mainly the horror movies. But basically everything I've seen and a lot of the suites and a lot of the people out there that are listening, that are watching, have seen these movies. We will post the bracket. We will post predictions. And we are happy to announce we will keep track of your brackets. And the
We will not
winner
keep-
will
wait.
get.
Wait.
Reveal it at the end?
No. Wait. They keeping track or are we keeping track?
They're keeping track.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't want
thought
to keep
misheard
track.
you. I was like, I'm not keeping track. I did one
Yeah.
year. That was like a lot.
Nah, it's too much. You'll keep track. We'll proof it. But the winner of the bracket challenge will get a free Sweet Film Talk sweater. It's still a little nippy out there. It's still a little cold, so get your sweater. And you know what? Sweaters are nice even in the summer when the house is cool,
Yeah.
Go down to the basement, watch it. So
Mhm.
I think without further ado, I think we should get into the bracket. I think we should get into the regions. I think we should do our predictions. All
Let's
that good
get to it.
stuff.
I'm going to share my window. I'm going to share my screen.
Heck yeah.
And without any further ado, it is time for the reveal of the regions of March Movie Madness this year, which are, why is this not? Director's Cut, Blockbuster, Midnight,
Oof.
and Popcorn. We've got four regions, four distinct areas that we have every year. We take the movies, we pick the movies, and we arrange them. TC, how much time do you think we actually spent, like, finding the movies, seeding them, doing all that stuff for this?
I think collectively between you and I think we probably spent 2 to 3 hours on it.
I would say at least. Making the bracket probably took about 2.
Yeah.
Seeding and stuff, I would say probably we spent about 6 hours on it.
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
over like we started like a month ago and it was just kind of like over a month, but like we met together and finalized things for like an hour. So, and then like, yeah, respectively, we were doing our own and kind of shuffling things around. And you guys know, some seeds you may disagree with, but the first thing first, it's our bracket. And we're so happy you guys are playing. But seriously, like, we love that you guys participate. It is our favorite time of the year. And we're just doing something special by doing this on YouTube. and we have some hot takes. There's some seeds that might be misseeded, but for the most part, we have done well with seeding. The highest seed, now, whenever I say high, I mean like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Whenever I say high, whenever I say a low seed, that's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
I know that can be. What do you agree with that?
Thank you for clarifying. No, that I think that works well. I really don't even follow normal March Madness. Like I follow this March Madness more than I follow normal March Madness.
Yeah.
And I like sports. I just like I don't know how you refer to the seeds as. So that's great. So lower seeds are like the best, the top choices. Higher seeds are not, I wouldn't say worse, maybe more what's it called? More obscure.
Yeah.
Special picks.
Has a potential for a Cinderella run. So
exactly.
But I get why people would be like, no, it should be flipped. But when I think of low, I think of like 1, 2, 3. Like that's low, and then high numbers. Yeah.
Our bracket, our ranking, our terminology.
At the end of the day, that's how it goes.
TC, how about you start us off with the director's cut region? We're gonna reveal each matchup in pairs, and once we're done unveiling, we'll switch off. We'll kind of go through and take our little dark horses and who we think is going to win each region. TC, start us off.
Okay. Do you want me to go? Oh, perfect. There it is, right there. I was like, I had a picture of it. If you didn't have it, coming in at the 1 seed is the critically acclaimed, potentially Nolan's best, truly a giant, Oppenheimer. Going up against the play-in of a sneaky, underrated watch is The Flash. Going up against an enjoyable movie, definitely not as good, but that's Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. So the winner of The Flash, Indiana Jones, will take on the 1 seed Oppenheimer.
And in our 8 and 9, right in the middle there, we've got Killers of the Flower Moon versus Banshees of Inisherin, 2 awards darlings in their year. Were they all? These were all from 2023, weren't they? I think literally all 4 of these movies were from 2023.
Banshees,
or maybe Flash was 24.
Banshees was 2022, and The Flash was 2023. Yeah,
we did a lot of research for this, everybody. TC, thank you for being here to back up my false claims. So we've got 2 juggernauts of great awards contenders, movies that I think a lot of people love. But let's see what our next matchup is.
Coming in at the 4 seed is One Battle After Another, a potential Best Picture winner. Just rewatched this the other night.
Oh,
fantastic rewatch. And that is going up against Keeks and I's, one of our favorites from 2021, I believe. Or 2022. I think it's 2022. Anyways, that is Paul Mescal's kind of debut after Sun.
Put him on the map, for sure.
Somber watch, but a really beautiful watch all at the same time.
I'm going to have Letterboxd pulled up here just in case so we can correct ourselves whenever we need to.
I love that. That's great.
After Sun, 2022. Good. Okay, we're cooking so far. And with our 5 and 12, we have The Holdovers versus the winner between The Zone of Interest and West Side Story. West Side Story, man, one of my favorite Spielberg movies. Zone of Interest, maybe the most poignant movie of the 2020s.
Yeah.
Versus just a new Christmas classic. A new one that everyone's going to look at and be like, dang, The Holdovers. There's a lot of you who are like, oh, The Holdovers should be over One Battle. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm going to say to that? TC, maybe you can say what I'm going to say to that.
Your bracket?
It's our bracket. I mean, those are, you could maybe even flip-flop them, but One Battle After Another, big hit, big swing, really great movie. But Holdovers, number 5, we're going to see in the pre-tournament matchup, Zone of Interest, West Side Story. And from 6 and 11, TC.
At number 6, this is Ray Fiennes. This man can plan my wedding. He can plan my weddings of my future children's, Halo nights. He can plan anything he wants in my life. Ray Fiennes is excellent in Conclave. Going up against one of my all-time favorite guilty watches. It has creeped up in a guilty watch, a true director's cut, and that is Zack Snyder's Justice League. This has potential for an upset. Can I be
if I'm remembering this correctly, I'm 90% sure we named this region director's cut essentially because of Zack Snyder's Justice League. We just thought, you know what there's literally nothing more poignant than and I think it fits for a lot of these movies,
Oh
but
yeah, like
I've seen Zack Snyder's Justice League I think 3 or 4 times.
yeah, I
Don't even know
rewatched it.
why.
I rewatched it last year, and man, watching Dawn of Justice and Justice League back to back, pretty fun. It's actually pretty fun.
Yeah,
It's guilty pleasure for sure.
I love
So
it.
6 and 11, good matchup.
Okay, Ray Fiennes plan your kids' weddings. I'm sure he'll be retired and willing to do that. Actually, he's never going to retire from acting. He loves the
No.
craft too much.
No,
3 and 14, we've got Honora versus Hitman. Is it the Hitman? I thought it was just Hitman, right? It's just Hitman. The Glenn
Yeah,
Powell
Hitman.
vehicle.
Yeah, just Hitman.
I think it is just Hitman. Hit space man. See, we did do our research. Honora, multiple best pictures, let's be honest. He really had great timing with Honora in the Oscars last year. Sean Baker. Still a great movie, probably my favorite movie of last year, at least one of them. And then Hitman, a pleasant surprise as well from 2023. Technically came out 2024 on Netflix. Richard Linklater shouts out.
Shouts out.
Okay, 7 and 10.
7, Past Lives, Celine Song, great watch. Tar, maybe the most terrifying person on screen, Kate Blanchett. she's really good. I'm rooting for Past Lives in this. This has potential to be. I don't really consider 10 and over 7 a big upset, but it could be a little mini upset there. So Past Lives at 7, Tar at 10.
I've got Tar on this one. Really love Tar.
Okay.
One of my favorite movies of that year. 2 and 15, we've got Sinners going up against Best Picture winner, Coda. Sinners, man, my favorite movie of last year. Coda, certainly a movie that came out in the year 2021. It was a Sundance darling. Fun, cute little film. Definitely right there in the 15 spot. That rounds out our whole region, as everyone can see here. TC, what matchups stick up to you most? What are we thinking? What is your dark horse to come out of this bracket? And then your winner of the region. Why don't you tell us?
Yeah. I think that's great. Like I said earlier, I think the 6 and 11 seed Conclave versus Zack Snyder's Justice League is a really fun first round matchup. And I also really like Banshees of Inisherin versus Killers of the Flower Moon. I think Oppenheimer meeting one battle after another, or the Holdovers in the Sweet 16 is a really fun matchup. I have the Holdovers going to the Sweet 16. Potentially beating Oppenheimer for my bracket. I like the Holdovers more than Oppenheimer. But I think the clear-cut winner out of director's cut, is the up-and-coming. He's already there. Ryan Coogler, Sinners.
Oh.
I think Sinners comes out of the director's cut and beats out Oppenheimer very closely.
Man, that is dude, it's actually this is like it's the first year in like for me what feels like it's I really can't pick who's going to win. Like I don't totally know what movie is going to come out of here. I do believe it's going to be Oppenheimer and Sinners kind of in that final Elite 8 spot to go into our final 4 from the region. I really love Sinners, but I think I love Oppenheimer just a smidge more. I think Oppenheimer's going to come out, but don't count out the Holdovers here. I think the Holdovers is a sneaky one that a lot of people love. It's become a big classic. So those are the ones that I think I would keep my eyes out on.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I think those are great takes.
Going
Director's cut.
on.
Great
to
region.
The blockbuster region. TC, bring us home.
Okay. In the blockbuster region, starting in the 1 seed, we have an all-time blockbuster, one that just researched movies. People even said it brought back movies, it saved movies. Top Gun Maverick at the 1 seed, which rightfully so. It deserves to be there. An all-time entertaining watch. Coming at the 16 seed, we have Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio going up against Super Mario Brothers, the movie, in the play-in at the 16 seed. 2 great animated movies that are really fun. I think I lean a little bit more towards GDT's Pinocchio in this, but Mario Brothers killed in the box office and a fun watch, especially for the kids. But Top Gun Maverick as the 1 seed.
Don't get it twisted. I did not like that first Super Mario Brothers movie.
Mm.
I'm extremely excited for the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Yeah,
Unbelievably excited.
I think they're going to clean some things up with that
Yep.
one.
So coming in at number 8, we've got Anyone But You going up against 9, Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. Two right there movies that are right in the middle of the pack. And then for me, I think Anyone But You goes a little bit higher just because it was a fun, great, nice little romantic comedy. Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. Boy, does it take a while to get into, but those last like 2 hours starting from the submarine are undeniable. So
Yeah.
those are 8
Yeah.
and 9s. TC, what do we got for the next ones?
For our 4 versus 13, we have Avatar: The Way of Water, a true blockbuster, and another blockbuster that really, yeah, was great in the blockbuster, did well. I mean, I liked it, I had fun with it, not dying to rewatch it, but theater watch was fun, and that is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Mhm.
I can see Deadpool and Wolverine beating out Avatar: The Way of Water here. I think this is a upset brewing. I don't think people really
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
love Avatar: Way of Water. I think personally for me, I think I'd rather watch Deadpool and Wolverine than Avatar: The Way of Water. So there you have it, the 4 and 13 spot.
I like that. No, I didn't even. You know what's funny is when we planned this one, I didn't even think of Deadpool and Wolverine beating Avatar the Way of Water, but I really do think there's a good chance that it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Astute observation from our analyst here, Tanner LeBaron.
Let's go.
Number 5 and 12, we've got Guardians of the Galaxy 3 versus No Time to
Ooh.
Die, the Daniel Craig bookend for the James Bond series. Good movie. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, definitely better than Deadpool and Wolverine, but really love that movie. I think Guardians 3 has a very big chance of making it far in this bracket.
The thing with Guardians 3 is I feel like it's forgotten. I feel like it is a forgotten MCU
Kind of.
movie with all the, backlash the MCU's gotten that it hasn't had good movies since Endgame. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is a good movie, but it just kind of gets wrapped under all that discourse.
Well, and James Gunn now he's at DC, so I think a lot of people are like kind of
Yeah.
swept that one under. But at
Totally.
6 and 11, coming in hot, we've got Wicked versus the winner of Mitchell's versus Machines, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I would be lying if I said that we did not plan an upset for this one, or at least me. I like Wicked. I really like that first one. I think it's got. I mean, it's the first half of the musical. It's the best part of the musical. But
Yeah.
both of these animated films are very strong. Keep a lookout for Puss in Boots: The Last Witch on my end to make it out of this matchup. And
Fun
upset
matchup.
Wicked.
Fun play-in too.
Yeah, very fun plan. Going into 3 versus 14, TC, who do we got?
We have here a personal favorite of mine, F1 going up against a legacy of 28 years later,
Mm-hmm.
the trilogy. Well, I guess not really the trilogy anymore with Bone Temple. So the
We'll,
quad.
we'll see.
This is a fun little matchup. I think F1 takes this easily. F1 is poised to make a good run, especially with recency bias. So look for F1 maybe making a push
Undeniable.
for the finish line.
7 and 10, we've got for the I see what you did with that
There
one.
we
Great.
go.
That was great. For 7
Yeah.
and 10, we've got Smile versus Weapons. Now, Smile, you could probably put it into the midnight region, probably Weapons as well. But these two horror films were undeniable blockbusters for
Yeah.
sure. Catch me taking Weapons out of this. I loved Weapons. TC, you got to watch. I got to get you to watch Barbarian and Weapons. At some
know.
point, you got to watch them. You'll really love them.
I am actually very open to watch those.
Yeah.
Amy Madigan, she's getting some good Oscar buzz.
A lot of these are wide open. And dude,
Yeah.
we'll talk about it when we get to our predictions, but especially Best Actor.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 and 15. TC, what is the matchup?
Number 2, an all-time blockbuster, Barbenheimer. We loved it. Barbie coming in at the 2 seed. I think that is a great seed for Barbie. At the 15 seed, an all-time guilty pleasure watch, an all-time regret that we didn't watch together.
It's
Michael,
it's our white whale. Yeah.
It truly is the all-time white whale. I have been craving an ambulance rewatch. This is a fun matchup. I think Barbie takes this easily, but I might throw in 2 votes, one for Barbie, one for ambulance.
Yeah, everyone get on your burners. Get your burners out and just run up the score.
Seriously.
When I'm looking at this and I'm thinking of deciding a dark horse, and I'm also deciding a juggernaut, a winner. It's Top Gun Maverick is coming out of this region. I think it walks through this
Yeah.
region. But if we were to look at a potential upset, not a bunch of upsets, but if I were to look at any one of these to see, man, maybe an F1. I don't
Dude, I'm
know,
gonna be
TC.
honest.
Who are you pointing out from
I
here?
can
What are some dark
see.
horses? Some
I
chance.
can. I can barely see in the bottom half of this region. Wicked versus Barbie in the Sweet 16.
Yes. Okay.
I can see Wicked versus Barbie. I think whoever wins between Wicked and F1, because I think Wicked beats out Puss in Boots or Mitchell's versus Machines, but whoever comes out of Wicked versus F1 in that second round, I think is very poised to make it to the lead eight to face Top Gun Maverick. But I would be shocked if Top Gun Maverick does not come out of this region. If it doesn't, I think it's Barbie, I think it's Wicked or F1. Those are my other three choices. But for right now, Top Gun Maverick, I think, comes out of this region.
You know what's interesting is I looked up the definition of blowout in the dictionary, and wouldn't you
Okay.
know it, it had our March Movie Madness bracket with Top Gun Maverick under that definition. So I really did.
I was
Oh,
like, dude, I have another definition. I've changed a lot of diapers this past year, and there's a lot of blowouts. So I have I have another definition for blowouts.
oh my gosh, that kills me. Okay, now we're
Yeah.
moving on to our popcorn region. TC,
Let's
why don't you
go.
start us off with 1 and 16?
Coming in at the one spot, we have my personal favorite, Dune Part 2, going up against the play-in of Megan versus the Black Phone. One's a horror comedy with Megan, and one is a legit horror with the Black Phone. Dune Part 2 walks here. And I wanted to add this. Well, we'll get to the very end. We'll get to the very end after we've made all our reveals. But
Okay.
Dune Part 2, Arrakis.
Yes. Oh, I feel like I know what you're gonna say. Okay.
Should I just
And
say it?
for our
I'm just-
8 and 9,
Nah, we'll say it after. We'll say it
yeah.
again.
For our 8 and 9, Talk to Me versus the Iron Claw. The Iron Claw here. I really liked Talk to Me. I thought Talk to Me was the horror movie of 2022, I believe. 2023. Whatever year it was. Sorry, everyone. I can fact check that. But the Iron Claw really came out at such a great time. I've got it on Blu-ray over here in the Blu-ray thing. Talk to Me came out in 2022, and then the Iron Claw, I believe, was a buzzer beater for 2023. Big time Oscar snub.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought, man,
Yeah.
this movie's great. Why didn't it get more love? Catch the Iron Claw coming out from this one.
Yeah.
TC 4
Good
and
matchup.
13. What is it?
We have a personal favorite of mine and yours as well.
Mhm.
That is Nope, going up against David Gosh, I can't think of his name. David Fincher. There we go. The Killer, Michael Fassbender. Fun little Netflix movie. I think the marketing for The Killer wasn't great, and I don't think a lot of people did see it, but it's a fun watch. But I think Nope wins easily here.
The Killer is what got me into the Smiths. I didn't think
Oh.
I'd be interested in the Smiths, and then he listened to the Smiths a lot. Probably a bad thing that I'm admitting that a serial killer is what got me interested in the Smiths, but maybe I'm
Here
not
you
the
are.
only one. Who
Here
knows?
you are.
5 and 12, we move on to Spider-Man No Way Home versus Air. When it comes to
Ooh.
popcorn, doesn't get a lot better than these two. We loved
No.
Air, one of my favorites from a couple years ago, and then Spider-Man No Way Home, a certified Spider-Man classic. Top 4,
Yes.
top 3 when it comes to live actions.
I
Gotta be top
think
3, right?
it has lost its punch with rewatches, but
Mhm.
that theater watch, that theater experience was undeniably fun.
It was. It was.
A lot of fan service moments.
And you know what? That's what Marvel's decided to do. And moving on to 6 and 11
Let's do it.
is RRR going up against the winner of a play-in of Longlegs and Heretic, two
Ooh.
nice horror films, popcorn horror films for sure.
Yes.
Great movies that I really love from 2024, Longlegs and Heretic. RRR, though, I mean, it's about as fun as you can get in a movie. You don't anticipate where it's going. TC, did you see this one? Have you seen
Still
RRR?
have not seen RRR.
Ah,
I know.
that might
That
be
is a
one that
blind
we have
spot.
to hit together because
That
I
is a
do
blind
think,
spot.
yeah, I think that we would both really enjoy it. You
Yeah.
would love it. It's a bit of a long watch, but worth every second.
Oh, I love that.
3 and
Well,
14, TC. Who do we got?
number 3, we have John Wick Chapter 4, an all-time action movie, maybe the best John Wick, with it being the fourth film. Wild to think about. With the trilogy, the third film in the Knives Out franchise, Wake Up Dead Man, 14 seed. This has potential for an upset. This has potential. I mean, I'm going John Wick Chapter 4, but sometimes, the sweets might feel
It's
in a
true.
different way.
You
So
never know what the sweets are going to do.
I think
John
this
Wick
is going to be
4.
I think this is going to be really close with the recency bias of Knives Out. I think Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man is really fun, but John Wick Chapter 4, man, whew, it's a good
Dude, my
one.
favorite thing is that same year when John Wick 4 came out, me and Becky went to Paris and we went to the Sacre-Cœur where he like climbs up the stairs and falls down. Boy, oh boy, was that sick. I kind of did it too. Like I was walking up the stairs and they're like, oh, and I like tumbled and fell back down.
You have to.
Yeah, I made the Hajj to the Sacre-Cœur for John Wick
Yeah.
4.
John
Okay.
Wick 4 is so cool.
Yeah, great movie. Okay, coming in at number 7 and 10 are Challengers at number 7. And then number 10, this one I do think has true, pretty big upset potential, is Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. A real fun movie when it came out. Just barely eked out and made a profit. I hope we get another one because I do think that, man, and it came out in 2023. Good year for movies. It's a great
Hey.
matchup here. Challengers. Love Challengers. One of my favorite movies.
Keeks, I got to razz you, but I'm really excited for Dungeons and Dragons.
Dune Gons and Dragons. Oh, man. I love that. Dune Gons.
Not a lot of misspelling that happens.
That's we're combining Dune and Dungeons and Dragons into one movie. So that'd be sick. A Dune related Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Man, I love it. I might just keep it. I'm just gonna keep it.
Just keep it.
Okay, number 2 and 15, TC.
That's hilarious.
Bring us home.
Okay. Number 2, the Oscar winner from 2022, Everything Everywhere All at Once, going up against an action flick, Bullet Train, Brad Pitt, Bad Bunny, also in there. This is a fun 2-15. I think Everything Everywhere All at Once takes the win here. Keeks, out of popcorn, who is your Cinderella? Who is the clear-cut winner? And what is a matchup you are eager to see?
Man, when I think when you look at a juggernaut here, it's really tempting to say Dune Part 2, but for me, and I think you can follow me up with this as you make an explanation, Dune 1 is my favorite. So a lot of you are maybe thinking, where is Dune Part 1? TC, was that where you were going to address when you first started talking about the region?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. We decided to leave Dune Part 1 out of this, shockingly, because Dune Part 2, I feel like Dune and Dune Part, obviously they go together, but it feels kind of like Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Deathly Hallows Part 2. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have Part 2 in there. It's the better one. But Dune is still good. Like, I love Dune, and I get why some people like Dune more than Dune Part 2, like you just said, Keeks. So, there you have it.
Yep. Now, when I really look at it, I think I really love Nope. I have Nope coming out of this region. Ooh. That's probably my big upset, is I think it wins the popcorn region. But keep an eye out for Everything Ever All at Once. I think a lot of people love that movie. They love just what it was. Best Picture winner, a really big crowd pleaser, came from a cool indie studio. It's got a lot of things going for it that I think we should keep our eyes out to give Dune Part 2 and Nope a run for its money. TC, why don't you give us your predictions? I'm going to go grab my lapbook charger.
There you go.
Not laptop, not lapbook. Laptop charger.
Okay, perfect. Go grab it. I have Dune Part 2 coming out of this region. I think it's a walk. I think everybody is all in on the Lisan Al Gaib train. And then meeting in the Sweet 16 against Dune Part 2 is Spider-Man No Way Home. I think that is a very interesting matchup. I think Dune Part 2 is an easy win there. And then moving on to the 3-14 matchup, as I mentioned, I think John Wick Chapter 4 versus Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man, is a fun first-round matchup. But I didn't really talk about it very much because I think Challengers and Dungans and Dragons, I think that's a fun 7-10 matchup. And whoever wins that, playing up against Everything Everywhere All at Once, can also be a fun second-round matchup. But I think in the Elite Eight, we're going to get Dune Part 2 going up against Everything Everywhere All at Once. I think Dune Part 2 sneaks out the win pretty decisively against Everything Everywhere, and Dune Part 2 is coming out of this region. I don't think Nope comes out of this region. I mean, I just think it's going to lose to Spider-Man No Way Home in the second round. I think I might vote Nope over Spider-Man No Way Home just because Spider-Man 2 is where my heart is and Across the Spider-Verse as well. So, but yeah, there you have it.
To give a little sneak peek to what the next region is going to be, which is our midnight. And we've used this as all-encompassing genre, horror, animated, kind of any one of those. We've put them here in a nice little slot where I'd like to start us off for this one. Can I start us off for this one with the 1 verse 16?
Please do.
TC, going with the 1 verse 16. We're starting off with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse versus the winner of a play-in, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On and the Boy and the Heron. TC, would you like to know a fun little fact?
I do.
I randomly worked with the cinematographer of Marcel the Shell just a couple weeks ago on a commercial.
Oh,
she was
amazing.
Lovely, very nice. She works a lot in Chile, and so we talked about Chile for like quite a bit of time. It was cool. Yeah, she was very nice. So shouts out to Marcel the Shell. You'll probably win this play-in and then get absolutely walloped by Spider-Man.
I mean, yeah, Spider-Man. It's a juggernaut right there.
Yeah, probably. TC,
Okay.
8-9.
The Substance going up against Nosferatu. A nice little horror watches here. Good first round matchup. I can see it going either way. I think my money is actually going to go on Nosferatu. Robert Eggers.
I think I'd be hard pressed not to agree. And going into our 4 versus 13, we have Godzilla -1 versus one of our favorites of, I believe it was 2022. It had to have been
2023
Theater Camp. Funny movie. Really, 2023 Theater Camp. What a year, 2023. I know we say it all the time, but gosh dang. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 2023 was stacked.
Yeah, Godzilla -1.
This is a fun matchup.
Another 2023.
I don't know who to vote for, but I think I might be leaning Theater Camp because that is such a funny watch. Godzilla -1, though, that was such an awesome theater experience. So excited for this first round matchup.
You can't help but be. And 5 and 12, TC, what are we at?
5 and 12, we got Furiosa. I love Furiosa. Going up against the play-in of Bottoms and Cha-Cha Real Smooth, Cooper Rafe. Been a little quiet lately. Made some good movies. We need some more. This is a fun play-in. I think Cha-Cha Real Smooth comes out, but then they get, like you mentioned earlier, they're just going to get wrecked by Furiosa. Man, Furiosa as a 5 seed, I think might have been misseeded. Could have been even lower, like as a 3 seed potentially. But we'll see. We'll see what else is revealed. Midnight. Okay. This is a fun region. You really get everything in Midnight region here.
You do. It's very fun. This was one that we had a lot of fun with. 6 and 11. We're going with K-pop Demon Hunters and Pearl. K-pop Demon Hunters, undeniable film from 2025.
Yeah. Yep.
Truly a movie that I think deserved to get a streaming launch originally. I don't think that's the right choice most of the time, but A Broken Clock is right twice a day.
It is.
And then Pearl at number 11, my favorite of the X trilogy with Mia Goth in them. I think low-key I would take Pearl out of this matchup, but K-pop Demon Hunters I really had a fun time with.
Yeah.
PC, bring us to the next one.
In the 3-14 seed, we have maybe the worst person in the world, and that is Marty Supreme going up against the worst person in the world at the 14 seed. This is a fun matchup, and I got to go with Timothée Chalamet. I got to go with the Safdie brother here, Marty Supreme, as a 3 seed. Yeah, fun watch. Very fun watch.
Really good watch.
Timothy. Have you seen The Worst Person in the World? Have you seen that?
Nope. I think it's the only one on this list that I've not seen, but everyone says it's really good.
Yeah.
So I'm just willing to believe.
Well, she is in Sentimental Value. Renee? I don't know how to pronounce it. Renata. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And going into our number 7 and 10, potential upset here, maybe not, is Encanto. Everyone, do you remember Encanto? Everyone better remember Encanto because freaking no one saw it when it came out in movie theaters except for me and my family back in 2021. Then all of a sudden, 4 months later, when it's out on Disney Plus, everyone's singing all the songs from it.
Yep.
Absolutely phenomenal Disney animated film going
Yep.
up against a really underrated animated movie in Transformers 1. Truly not what you think it's going to be as an animated film. Transformers 1 coming out in 2024. This is a hard one because I think both of these ended up being in my top favorite films of 2021 or when they came out. So we'll have to see, but I really like both these films.
Man.
TC,
Transformers 1.
what do we got for 2 and 15?
2 and 15. We are coming in. The Batman.
Yeah.
The Bat.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is a top movie that I need to rewatch. I've only seen this movie once. Going up against the 15 seed, I saw the TV Glow, a very well-received movie. I think this premiered at Sundance, right?
Did. I really liked it when it came out.
Yeah.
I think it's a movie that for like the high schoolers that I taught will end up being like their masterpiece, like kind of a movie that defines their generation. I like it. I think it's really good. But I think it means a lot to a lot of like a younger audience. And rightfully
Yeah.
so, it's a great movie. But man, in my film studies class, I would show my students the Batman. And when I tell you 3 hours of locked in is the Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Impressive stuff.
The Batman just fits in the Midnight region. I mean, it really does. I mean, we kind of made this region for the Batman and coined it that for the Batman.
It's true.
The Batman easily goes to the Elite Eight. I think it plays Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse in the Elite Eight. I'll be shocked if anything else goes up against it. I think Furiosa versus Theater Camp in the second round is a really fun matchup, as well as K-pop Demon Hunters going against Marty Supreme. That has potential to be an upset for K-pop Demon Hunters.
I think so.
And then I think the Batman just washes everybody in the bottom bracket here. But I think in the Elite Eight, I don't know. I don't know Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse or the Batman. I think when it comes to that matchup, I might have to rewatch the Batman because I just watched
You'll need
Spider-Man,
to.
the Spider-Verse just last year. Man, that I'm kind of like rooting for the Batman, but I love the first Spider-Verse movie more than Across the Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm.
Undeniably so, dude. If you watch those Spider-Verse movies back to back, they are so much fun. But the Batman, wow,
Special.
special.
Yeah. It's funny that we're like the underdog, the Batman. That's a number 2 seed that's gonna go up against Across the Spider-Verse. They're gonna meet in the end there. I don't really have too much of a dark horse here. I think the only really slight dark horse that we could have is Godzilla -1. It's got a lot of love for it. But again, it probably just makes it to the Sweet 16, which is
Yeah.
nothing to joke about.
No.
Obviously, Sweet 16 appearance is
Big.
huge for a program.
Yeah. Can we do the whole bracket? Can we see the whole bracket? Do we have that?
I don't have the whole bracket on here. I mean, I can hold on. I can switch over to it. I can
Yeah,
pull it
let's
up.
So we can kind of just give a quick
Yeah.
little final four
Yeah,
and our champion.
we can do
So,
that.
Great,
do that.
great bracket reveal. What a blast.
Let me pull it up
Um,
here. Let me find it real quick. Keep vamping.
Keep one day we're gonna rank all of our brackets, but I feel like this 2021, since it's so relevant and new and recent, gotta be the top three.
Yeah.
Now, we left out some movies: The Wild Robot, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Dune
Mhm.
Part One.
Mhm.
Trust me, we had a lot of conversation about what should make the cut, what shouldn't. We felt like all the movies that are in there deserve to be in there, and the ones that didn't.
Do you want to see the whole
Close.
bracket?
Ready for the whole bracket? Let's do it.
Let's read you the whole bracket. Come on. Here it is. Whole bracket. In its glory.
Ooh.
Here we go. It's the bracket. I'm going to throw our logo in the middle too.
Oh,
so
heck
that
yeah.
People can see it. But this is our bracket
let's-
here.
Let's do our final four.
Okay. From
I'll
the
go
director's cut
first.
region. It pains me to say this because I love Sinners, but I saw Oppenheimer so many times in movie theaters. I infinitely rewatch Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer comes out of the director's cut.
Okay.
For you, what comes out?
I think Sinners. I think Sinners comes out of the director's cut region, and I think Sinners is sitting there poised and ready To me, in the blockbuster region, I think it's going to meet Top Gun Maverick.
It
I
is.
think it meets Top Gun Maverick, and we're going to have a Sinners versus Top Gun Maverick Final Four
Gosh,
matchup.
what a showdown.
Yeah.
What a showdown. Popcorn, it's a tough one. I think John Wick has a very good chance here as well.
Sneaky.
Sneaky chance from John Wick Chapter 4, but when the dust is settled, I think it's going to be a Dune Part 2.
Yeah. I was about to say when the sand is settled, when the spice is settled.
When the spices, when the Muad'Dib, when the Lisan al-Gaim is spoken.
Lisan al-Gaim.
Lisan al-Gaim. That's my favorite reaction.
Oh,
Lisan al-Gaim.
Javier, man. Yeah, Dune Part 2 comes out of popcorn region. I think it's just meant to be. And out of the midnight region.
Mm-hmm. Say it.
I'll go with the Batman. I think the
too.
Batman is out. I think the Batman Dune Part 2, that is such a fun matchup. I think Dune Part 2 edges out the Batman in the Final Four.
Oh, no way.
I think so. I think
Interesting.
everyone loves Dune. I think we're gonna have Dune Part 2 going up against, I think, Sinners versus Top Gun Maverick. I think Top Gun Maverick's gonna edge it out. I think among the masses,
Yeah.
I think that is the one that people love, that people resonated with and remember. And we're gonna have Top Gun Maverick going up against Dune Part 2.
And we know. Like, I mean, I'm already agreeing with you because that's exactly who. I will say, for me, Oppenheimer and Top Gun Maverick are close. I would take Oppenheimer, but you got to look at the people as a whole.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say it. I think our champion is going to be Top Gun Maverick.
I agree. I think Top Gun Maverick takes it. I'm rooting for Dune Part 2. I'm rooting for Dune to get that crown, get that champion. So, but Top Gun Maverick, I think people love that watch. It was fun theater watch. But I think that's like the most accessible, where mostly everybody can agree that it's good and that it's fun.
Yes. It saved movies. Like, call it however you want to say it, but it saved the movie theater.
Yeah. So
Tom Cruise, come on the pod.
What is the highest seed that you can see making it into the Final Four? Like one that you're like, okay, because we have all of our Final Fours is 1 or 2 seeds.
Making it into the Final Four. If I had, honestly, I think where's John Wick 4? John Wick 4
as a 3 seed.
3, I think, has a really good chance. Or No Way Home at a 5. I just don't know if Nope can beat. I love Nope though. Nope was my favorite movie, so maybe I would say it's probably it's something from the popcorn region. One of those like lower seeds. 3, 4, or 5 from the popcorn. What about you? What's a potential for Final Four?
We could see an F1 versus Top Gun Maverick in the Elite 8.
Mm-hmm.
Both Joseph Kosinski movies. I think F1 will eventually lose, but if I had to put, maybe F1 comes out, but I'll be shocked. I think Top Gun Maverick is the better movie between F1 and Top Gun Maverick. So
it is. Yeah.
That's it. I think that's it, man. I think that's it.
There's our bracket. You guys have now seen it. It will be up. It will be on my website. So go take a look at my website too. But yeah, we stopped paying for the domain for Sweet Film Talk, I think like 2 years ago. But now we're picking it back up. We're going to have it on my website. So we'll share the link so you can go and download a nice high-res version, fill out your bracket, post it onto your social media. Posting it onto your social media and tagging us means that you'll be entered to keep track of your points and win a freaking Sweet Film Talk crew neck. I'm going to turn up. I'm going to stand up. And I'm going to model it for everybody.
Hey, yo. Let's go. Fits great.
Yeah.
Shout out Etsy.
Shout out Etsy. Dude. Yeah, this was sick. Did you give it to me for my birthday? Was that what it was?
No, I think I gave it to you over October. It was like, yeah. Because I got it, I think, early October. Is when I got it. Yeah. Okay, that is March Movie Madness, 7th annual, the 2020s. I say let's wrap up with some rapid fire Oscar predictions for next week. Are you ready?
Let's do it. TC, also, this is for you. I've got it. I've got your.
Shut up.
Yep, I got him one of those. What are these called? Is it a
divot repair? Here, show it again.
Okay, it's called it's a divot repair.
That's so cool.
It's the energy sword from Halo. I got myself one too, and I saw it, and I was like, I got to get Tanner one too.
Slice and dice. Bull true.
Bull true. Yeah, man. It's I wish it looked a little I wish it was more like the blue and then the silver handle, but I like the iridescence of the whole thing. So
Dude, I
it's
will
really
not
great.
lose that. Like, I will put that on a carabiner. I will not lose that.
Yeah. It
Like,
looks like Loki, it looks like it has like a bottle opener aspect on it too.
oh, cool,
I don't know. Maybe not.
man.
But
Movies rock. We say it all
they
the
do.
time. And Oscars. It is here. It is close.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go through that graphic I sent you. So we're gonna
Yeah.
go through our predictions of Best Picture, Director, Best Actress, Best Actor, Supporting Actress, Original Score, Film Editing, Best Animated Film, Cinematography, Adapted Screenplay, and Original Screenplay. So, Keeks, you still there?
I'm
There
here.
you are. A little frozen. Now you're
Yep.
back. Okay. I'm gonna give my rapid fire. You ready?
Got it.
Here we go. Here's my rapid fire. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Dang it. Give me like 2 more seconds. Okay. Here we go. For Best Picture, I flipped. I'm going Sinners. I think Sinners is the Best Picture winner. I think that's been getting a lot of
Welcome.
just recent momentum. Directing is Paul Thomas Anderson. I think he gets his directing award,
Correct.
and I think rightfully so, earned it. Best Actress is Jessie Buckley. Best
Correct.
Actor also flipped. I think Michael B. Jordan is getting a lot of momentum winning the SAG Awards. Timothy Chalamet is hating on ballet and opera, which is getting a lot of fun internet buzz. I don't care.
I don't know
I think it's
why.
hilarious.
I don't know why he did it like right at the end of Oscar voting.
Yeah.
Like,
Not very.
well, I don't know when he said it. I think Oscar voting closed on Thursday. Or
Well, he
maybe it
said it
closed
on.
yesterday on Saturday.
No, he said it on with Matthew McConaughey on like their little CNN, and that was like a week ago. So it's been a while. So I think Timothy Chalamet kind of maybe shot his self in the foot there with that
Mhm.
comment. Still love the guy. Would come to any Halo night anytime, please. And Michael B. Jordan, I would love to watch anime with you. Like, I
Oh,
would sit
come to the
down.
Halo night with both of you.
Oh my gosh, we would have a blast.
We'll
So
do.
I think
We'll
Michael
run
B. Jordan.
doubles.
I think Michael B. Jordan. I think he comes out, and I think he wins Best Actor. I'm pumped for either, but
Mhm.
supporting actor. I think Sean Penn.
It's Stellan Skarsgård. Stellan
I
Skarsgård's gonna
know,
win.
I know, but I'm going Sean Penn. I've changed as well.
I also think that it's interesting. I mean, Sean Penn's won twice already. He
That's
definitely
true.
like doesn't really care to really campaign or do anything.
Yeah,
Stellan Skarsgård has never won. Incredibly respected.
totally.
I I just think that that's what it's going to be. So this is my lock is Stellan Skarsgård for supporting actor.
Okay.
Supporting actress, I think it's going to be Woon Mi. I think Sinners has really hit. No one is talking about one battle after another, is what it feels like. Like
Yes.
I know we're just in like, our kind of maybe bubble, our own algorithm or whatever it is. One battle and after another is undeniably great. But there's a part of me that thinks that not like who cares, but Paul Thomas Anderson realizes that he might have made the movie of the 2020s as well. And so he's like, well, I know the movie that I made. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think Woon-Mi Masaku comes in. I think she's going to get Best Supporting Actress.
I I originally had Tiana Taylor,
Mm-hmm.
and rewatching it, she's great in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you kind of forget about her because she's in like the first 30 minutes. And I don't know if that helps her or hurts her. And with me, obviously, she's in the whole movie of Sinners. I don't know what the side by side screen time is. It could be the same because Tiana Taylor has a lot of screen time there the first 30 minutes, and she's great what she's in. Um, Also, I could see Agnes from Sentimental Value. She was good. She was
Oh, the
really good in
sister.
it. The sister, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I forget her name. Ilya Ipsdottir Lilius, I believe is his name. Something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
She is really good in it. I just don't think that it's going to be Woon-Mi Masaku. Original score. Ludwig, come get your fourth Oscar, third Oscar. How many Oscars? He's like
Man.
3 for 3 or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, come get your next
Yep.
Oscar. It's winning Best Original
Editing.
Score.
Film editing. I have Marty Supreme. I think this is their only Oscar that they get that night. Is Marty
Okay.
Supreme in editing.
Marty Supreme,
What do
Marty
you think?
Supreme, Marty
Do you think-
Supreme.
Do you think
Yeah.
one battle after another takes editing?
I mean, here's like I don't really know what they look for with best editing. I can only gauge from what I watched, but I know that when I was watching Marty Supreme, I did not feel like it was 2 hours and 45 minutes, and that's how I
Yeah.
gauge it. So that's what I
Yeah.
would put my lock in for best editing.
And like I said before on the pod, if one battle after another wins best editing, it's winning best picture. It's going to
Okay.
continue that trend of the last, I think, 4 years. Who's ever won Best Editing has won the Best Picture, and I
Awesome.
think that continue. If it's anybody else, even if it's Sinners that wins Best Editing, I don't know if I'm totally sold on them winning Best Picture. But if it's, I do think Sinners will win. I feel like I'm contradicting myself for Best Picture. But if One Battle wins Best Editing, I think it's a lock that they win Best Picture.
Okay. Okay. I
Like a
like it.
guaranteed lock. If Sinners wins Best Editing, I'm not convinced that they'll win Best Picture just from that. But I'm more convinced One Battle.
Okay.
Um, Best animated film, K-pop,
K-pop.
Demon Hunters.
Yep. Yep. It's
Rap.
it's just it's bigger than like I know that freaking Zootopia 2 made $1.5 billion, but there's something about K-pop Demon Hunters that has stayed in the cultural zeitgeist that is what I believe is going to win.
Yep. Cinematography, I have Train Dreams.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, I think that is the one award that it wins. Really good looking movie.
Now, if I were to pick a second place or one who I think, it's Sinners.
Ooh.
I think
Okay.
Train Dreams wins. If Train Dreams does not win, it's going to be Sinners.
Okay.
So put that
Wow.
on there.
That One
Adapted
Battle.
screenplay. Oh, what were you saying?
Adapted screenplay. Who do you think?
One battle after another. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
One battle after another. Original screenplay goes to Sinners.
Yep. Yep. I think
NTC.
Kugler gets up. Kugler gets up for the Sinners. Adapted screenplay originally had Hamnet, but I think One Battle could.
Yeah,
swap
I
that.
think Hamnet. We've talked about it. It's a big dark horse, but it just feels like it's faded a little bit too much, and it's really
Yeah.
a two horse race. Shouts out to Warner Brothers for doing that. Too bad they've sold.
I
their
really
souls.
think. Yeah, I really think One Battle and Sinners are the two that are they're going up against each other.
Now, can I give you my predictions for the shorts? Because I've been talking about how I've been watching all the shorts. I only have
Yes.
not watched one, but I think I have enough info that I can, For animated, Butterfly is going to win. It's also called Papillon.
Okay.
For documentary, my favorite was Perfectly a Strangeness, but the one I believe will win is All the Empty Rooms. It's about a guy who goes to document all of the rooms of kids who were killed in school shootings.
Oh man.
And
That is
then the
heavy.
one for live action for like the
Thing.
narrative, I think is going to be The Singers. I think The Singers is
Okay.
going to win. It's on Netflix. All the Empty
Okay.
Rooms is on HBO Max, and then Papillon is on YouTube. So you can go just search these, and they're freely available. The only one I have not watched is Children No More, and I Google it every day to find a way to be able to watch it, and I've not been able to. So
Wow.
it just might be the one that I don't make.
Do you think you would reach out to the director or writer or something and be like, "Hey, I'd love to
I
watch this.
thought
Can you
about
give me the
it.
link?"
I thought about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's an email I have to write that I don't know if I really care if that's right.
Put it in a Gemini.
And
Say,
yeah,
"Hey,
well, and honestly, I was like, I might just go watch the whole like Oscars thing. You know how they do the big showcase? They're doing the showcase where they're showing all three categories. It's like 3 hours long, which is the right move. And just try to time it so that I get to the
Yeah.
documentary one and just watch it that way.
Yeah.
So there it is.
Those are Oscar predictions.
Mhm.
Busy week for Sweet Film Talk. Busy week for film, March Movie Madness.
Yes.
We say it all the time, but have a blast. Have fun. Movies rock.
Have fun filling out your brackets.
Yes. And have fun filling out your little ballot for the Oscar predictions. We'll post that up as well on our story. You know what? Maybe we'll give a little who gets all the predictions right for the Oscars. We'll give a little free movie on us.
If you get all of them right, if you nail every single Oscar prediction on your thing, we will treat you to a $5 Tuesday.
Yeah.
Give
Love
us your
that.
Venmo
And
info.
And popcorn. Anything else?
That's it. Oscars next
Dude,
week.
this was a blast. What time does Oscars start? Like what? I wanted to say this.
Okay.
My last prediction of the Oscars that I will put money on Conan O'Brien
Mhm.
at some point during the show comes out with Leo's fit from One Battle After Another. Book it.
That is that's so good. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Midway-
lock that in, dude.
Midway
Go to
through the
Volleyball
show,
Kid and bet that.
either at the very beginning of the show or midway through the show, he comes out in the robe, the sunglasses, the beanie, all that.
That is awesome. I haven't even thought about it. I forgot that freaking Conan's hosting it. I shouldn't. he's like the best host we've had in a really long time.
Yeah,
But
no, he was great last year. So book it. He comes out looking like Leo from One Battle.
it's so funny. Yeah, that's great. Okay. There's your selection Sunday. There's your Oscar predictions, last minute lock-ins right there. Enjoy the bracket, fill them out, send them to us, tag us on Instagram, and fill your brackets out, fill your predictions out. Enjoy the Oscars next week. And TC, stay so sweet.
Sweet.